get this party started. Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Thursday. I think it's Thursday. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
Okay.
So weird. Being stuck at home
Oh.
feels like I'm in a time loop, a time warp. There's
I need to go somewhere.
not much there's not
Yeah.
much making one day different than another. It's just
Yeah.
before you could go, oh yeah, Thursday I go to the rummage sale. Nope, nope.
Not this time.
And Saturday I go to garage sale. Nope. Sunday I go to auction. Nope. Uh,
Ain't nothing going on right now.
I know.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Bum Crack Picker. You're early today. Of course, it's not early where you're at. I don't know what time it is where you're at. But it's not going to be, you're not 8 o'clock. Good morning, Anissa. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Mr. Sadie. I haven't seen you in a coon's age.
I saw Mr. Sadie yesterday evening.
You did?
Yeah, he was in a chat.
Oh.
I jumped in on Scott's big chat yesterday evening for a couple of minutes.
Uh-huh.
He was there giving me a hard time like usual.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Always count on Sadie to put you in your place. He's a lot like Hank Allen Cash in that manner. That's all right. I need it with my overinflated ego.
Yeah. You gotta be taken down a couple of notches every once in a while. Not sure your head gets a little too big, and that always causes trouble. Because you're always full of trouble.
Yeah, I'm a show hopping traitor.
Why does this thing keep going off?
See, he still giving me a hard time.
Yeah.
That old scallywag.
Keeps you on your toes, right?
That old curmudgeon. Yeah.
Well, how's everybody doing? Mr. Sadie, Valerie, you have a show hopping traitor amongst you.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like both y'all are show hopping traders. Ooh. That's all right. I can't blame you. Gotta have something to fill the time, right?
Yeah. Scott was letting almost anybody come in there. It got pretty
big.
Intense at times, and then it was
everybody talking at once.
Funny at times. Yeah, everybody had a beer, so it was like,
oh God, everybody was
really
rattling off.
Yeah. Dusty was in there, and you know how Dusty likes to talk. And
oh yeah. For sure. Well, that's good. There's not a whole lot of night shows. I mean, I guess there's some, but they're few and far between. Especially not scheduled. And if they are scheduled, they don't last a whole long,
Yep.
They realize how much it is to keep one going. And lot of people don't like that, especially resellers. They don't like that scheduled. You know, they just kind of want to run on their time, not anybody else's. So
Yeah, the only night one I did for a while was Dwayne's auction.
yeah, I get it. I totally get it. But you know, that's the way it goes. I'm glad somebody's getting out there and doing some, even if it's just improv, and whoever wants to come in, and nothing scheduled, and that's good. Yeah, Katie and Vicky's show, they have a pretty good show. I like theirs. Morning, Sally.
Morning.
How you feeling?
Okay.
You lie, you lie, you lie. I can hear you trying to clear your throat and
Still sick.
Still sick.
and all that. So I hope you get better soon. Did you get your Chlorocidin?
No, not yet.
Oh my goodness, Sally Ann. As much as Brandon goes to the store, you think he would have got that already for you. But it's not cheap. It's not cheap stuff. It's kind of pricey, but it's definitely worth it.
I know. I'm looking for a coupon.
Wow. I hope you find one, because I want you to get on that soon.
I don't know if it would make a whole lot of difference.
I think it will make a world of difference. I think it would. Better than what you feel right now.
Maybe.
Morning, Tina.
Uh-oh, am I on top chat?
I don't know, are you?
Oh, no. It got me.
The top chat got you?
Oh, my God.
Oh, them dirty dogs. I was going to say something else, but I'll save that for later.
Hank says, I'm just giggling at the people of the internet whining about it being so hard to work from home with all the distractions.
Well, yeah. If anybody knows about it, it's us. That's for dang sure.
Morning, Shirley.
Morning, Shirley.
And Mr. Sadie.
Hope you're doing good today.
I said Mr. Haiti.
Mr. Haney from the Green Acres. Now, how did I know that?
I don't really remember that show.
You don't? Oh, that was a good show. Green Acres. Was it Ava Gabor?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I know she was in it.
Yeah, she was the wife. She was the highfalutin wife that wasn't used to farming and all that stuff. I don't know why I know that.
You are my wife. Goodbye, city life. Green Acres, we are there. Arnold the pig.
Yep.
Is that the one that had the talking horse?
No, that was Mr.
No.
Ed. That was Mr. Ed.
Oh, so that was a show by itself.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Green Acres was an offshoot of Petticoat Junction.
See, I had never watched Petticoat Junction, so I started out watching Green Acres.
Yeah, they made guest appearances on each other's shows, and they
Oh,
all lived around the town of Hooterville.
Cooterville.
there you
Hooter.
go.
Hoot. Like an owl. Hoot.
Hooterville.
Yeah, not Cooterville.
It's about the same.
About
Talking
the
about a
same.
woman's part. Ain't much difference there. Oh my gosh.
At least it wasn't Prick City, you know.
True enough. True enough. I found some earrings in my stash yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Imagine that.
What kind of errands?
They had a brand name on them, and they were called Ben Amun. Ben and then AMUN. And apparently they were sold at Neiman Marcus.
Oh.
And yeah, so they're a good set.
Mm.
That was a good pick for me. So yeah, got those suckers listed.
Well, I found some stuff on my front porch yesterday.
On your front porch?
Yeah, they've been on there for about a year.
Oh my gosh.
They were in a tub, and so they were, they were fine. But one's a baby quilt. They have these felt bears stitched into them.
Uh-huh.
So it's this one, which it's really cute.
Oh, that is cute.
And then
Good quilt in there.
and I can't remember where I got these, but then there's this other one. This one has some problems because it's got some squares taken out of it for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that would be anything.
I don't know. Some people like to buy those and then kind of take them apart. I don't know if that's a thing or not.
And then it has a big square from something else on the back. It's like a repaired square. It's like a pocket, actually.
Morning, Lori.
Good morning.
All right.
Oh, to you too.
Mm-hmm.
Sally's over there growling like an old bear.
Growling like an old bar. Ooh, that'd be a good movie. I need to find that movie.
Well, Sally growls like a bear.
No. What is that movie called? What's that movie called? That movie, Coal Miner's Daughter.
Oh yeah. That's not your cue, Benji. Go on, go away.
I watched a really good movie yesterday. It was called The Quiet Place.
Oh, that's a pretty good movie.
It is a pretty good
Yeah.
movie. Kind of reminded me a little bit of Bird Box.
I like Bird Box too. That was
type
good.
of thing. That was a good movie too. But The
No,
Quiet
Benji,
Place,
yeah.
that was pretty good. I thought that was pretty good movie.
There's a whole that's a genre. It's like there's people that follow those types of movies, like things that reactions will cause things to hunt and kill you. Like if
if you can see them, or if you can hear them or, yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah.
ones that I watched, those were pretty darn good.
What is that one? There's another one. What is the one where the trees are killing people?
The Happening.
The Happening. That's one of them.
That has Mark Wahlberg in it.
I've never heard of that one.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is.
That's
It's
a really
really
good
good.
one.
The only angry trees I know are in the Wizard of Oz that throw apples at you.
It's like the trees are putting something into the air
Oh yeah,
that people are breathing that makes them want to kill themselves.
it's like cabin fever. Have you seen that?
No.
It's
No, that looks a little too scary for me.
yeah, that one. And there's one that Stephen King did, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's similar to that, and it's pretty creepy. I think it's called Dreamcatcher, and it's it's a
Yeah.
creepy movie
I think so.
where they're like all locked in that cabin and stuff, and all that crap goes on. I think it's called Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, the one I watched last
Yes.
night was a little bit. I was a little leery about it because I don't do scary movies, even in the daytime, and I was a little apprehensive about turning it on, but you know, I did okay. I jumped a couple of times, but
Check out
How
that
about
back.
that?
huh?
I said, check
bag?
out that bag.
A
It looks like a
bag.
laundry bag.
It's a denim bag.
Ooh,
Yeah.
And it looks like it's handmade. And it has like a quilted fabric inside.
nice.
I watched some cult classics the other day. I watched Attack of the Killer Tomatoes and Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Ooh,
There's some those are some really old ones.
Tina
I think Killer
says,
Clowns from Outer Space is like from the 70s. I think the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes was too.
it says the razor part in Cabin Fever gets me.
Another good cult classic, Night of the Lupus. It's a giant rabbit.
oh my gosh.
I like watching those crazy ass B-rated movies, you know.
That's crazy.
And then, if you want to get a really good kick, watch Mystery Science Theater 3000, where they sit there and they're like commentating these movies, and it cracks you up. I mean,
Huh. That's crazy.
Did you see Valerie's post this morning, Texas Val? Maybe it was from last night, I don't know, but it was about a bunny rabbit.
Oh, the white rabbit. It made me think of you and that bird.
I know.
Bird?
There was somebody, she tagged me in it, but I'm like, well, why'd you just tag me? You know, but yeah,
'Cause you're the only one that sees animals in plastic bags.
I know. Yeah, she took a picture of it and everything, and it does look like a white
It
rabbit,
does.
but it's a bag of poop.
Oh,
Somebody cleaned up after their dog and left it set. Hey, cut it out, you two.
let's see here.
Oh, Bill says that he has a stack of horror and monster movies he's going to be watching. Hi, Julie.
What
Oh,
did
I
you-
love all the old vintage. If I had a VCR, I'd be watching a bunch of stuff because you find a lot of them on VCR, the ones you can't find on DVD.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Unless you have one of them crazy channels on the Roku or something that has all the old sci-fi and monster movie stuff. I like to watch those too. Oh.
let's see.
Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. You remember that one?
I think I've only seen that once.
Incredible Shrinking Man. He's help me. Spiders
I think
after
I
him.
remember that one. I think I remember something about that.
Godzilla! Godzilla!
Godzilla. Oh, I've watched every original Godzilla there is, and I've probably watched them again about 100 times. My mom loves sci-fi, so that's where I get my love for it.
Rodan!
Like,
Rodan!
and what's his name? Gamera, the flying turtle.
Hmm.
Da, 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 da.
Mhm.
Oh,
Hmm,
and
the
Doctor
Blob.
Who.
Kaltiki.
Ultraman. What is that blue thing, tool thing you got there? Is that like a watch back press, Todd, on your desk?
Yeah.
I need one of those. I have a watch. I cannot get the back on it. I have tried everything aside from stepping on it. It's like
Huh.
it comes off real easy, but it will not go back on. It's got like a rubber gasket, and it won't fall back into place. I thought, well, if I take that off, I probably still won't be able to get it back on.
I've broken so many watch crystals with this.
Mm.
I'm too lazy to change out, these white things change out to different sizes, and you're
Oh yeah.
supposed to get the right size, and I just use the little ones. They'll work for everything. And oh,
Whoops. Whoopsie.
Oh, good Lord. I was wondering how long before you come out from underneath your blanket.
Hmm?
I
I guess so. She ate everything.
Yeah.
Here she comes.
Mhm.
Man, I was wondering where she was at. 'Cause
She was
usually-
under her nice warm blankie on the couch. I snuck in here. She seen I was gone, so all you could
Didn't
see
think
of her was
good enough.
her nose sticking out from a little hole in the blankie. Oh, you're nice and warm. You must have just come out from underneath that blanket. She's like, "How dare you go in there without me?"
I'm the star of the show.
You need a Tic Tac for that dumpster there, sister. Phew.
Aw. I hope everybody's having a good. Sales are good.
I had two. Well, not rocket sales, but hey, I sold a game controller and a hidden object game. So
Good.
people are buying things to keep them busy.
Something's better than nothing, right?
Oh yeah, I got 20 drafts done yesterday and 10 items listed, and I got 10 more to list today. So
Awesome.
I get some more drafts done and all that good stuff.
Julie
That's-
said both kids slept all night. Praise be.
Mhm.
There you go.
Praise be. Under his eye.
Under his eye.
I'm gonna put was it melatonin in the animals' water so they all sleep. Lordy days, at Jersey, our new cat, he's all over the place last. Well, Teresa bought a little air compressor for her little project she's doing. Well, she left the box out there in the front room. That cat played in that box all freaking night, and I could hear it. And then the dogs would chase it. So I was like,
We're having a box party. Come on
Yeah.
and join us.
cats, they just love boxes. I mean, you get them a brand new bed, they'd rather sleep in the box, you know.
Oh, Mr. Bill Stoner. He's got the list perfectly going. I'm
What's
telling
that?
you. I love it.
Do you really think it's that much of a difference?
Oh, yeah. It's a big difference. For me, it is. It may not make much difference to anyone else, but to me, it makes a difference.
Mm.
It makes a difference. And that's all that matters, right?
Yeah. That's it.
So, yeah, I mean, you definitely want to get, even if you have to just do it for a month or two, to get all of your Macari listings on, it's worth it, I think, in the end. I mean, I did notice, you know, you can't do a whole lot like at one time. You have to be, like I can only do maybe 5 or 6 at one time cross listing, you know, in bulk, but it still works. It still works really good. Even if you're just doing that. So let's say.
Says, yes, lives perfectly. I can't go back to my old way. I'm spoiled.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I have tried to go without it and I'm miserable. So I don't do that. And that's great, Anissa, that you have a way that you can do that and be able to cross list it that quick. That's great. I just haven't found a way to do that.
I'm kind of comparing because I haven't used List Perfectly yet, but I'm kind of comparing to that free one. I can't remember what it's called.
Is it Vendu?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've used that and it kind of seems like it's, I don't know. I mean, it has, you can cross list to only Posh and Macari, I think, or Posh and Etsy. And not Macari. So I was only, and because I don't have Etsy, I was using it just for Posh. And I was like, this is kind of dumb. For me, it was just kind of dumb to just use it for Posh because I could just go in there and just do it.
Right.
Because you have to fill out like the template thing. Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Got a frog in my throat this morning.
Sound like you just died.
I'm gonna cough up a lung there for a minute.
Sorry.
Get any on you?
Old man noise going on here. Sorry about that.
It was a little scary.
Okay. Bill says Vendu is a lot more work and does not support as many sites. So maybe it's just the way that Vendu does.
Yeah.
Hi, Texas Val. I liked your post that you tagged me in. That was cute. It made me think of my birdie.
Morning, Texas Val. Hope you're doing good.
Dang it.
But yeah. Trying to get some listing done. I'm not doing as much as I thought I would with all the listings that we have, but I'm just trying to, you know, do as much as I can. I'm not killing myself over it, so.
Yeah.
Either.
You don't want to burn yourself out in 5 days, because that would be kind of defeat the whole purpose, you know.
Yeah. She said, yeah, it made me think of your birdie too.
But I'm just trying to keep a good momentum going. Hopefully this weekend will be really good and lots of sales coming through, so that'll be good. Actually, I know it's going to be a good weekend.
Well, good. I'm glad it will be.
Oh my gosh. So 3.2 million people file for unemployment. Ah!
Not surprising at all.
That is crazy. I mean, it's not surprising because They told us to, you
Yeah.
know, but it's a lot of people. But hopefully they can get everything straightened out and maybe get us on the road to recovery. And yeah, I know. Liz says Liz Perfectly has really good customers. They do. They really do
Mm.
have a good customer service. So, and sometimes, you know, that's a little more than, you know, I mean, you're paying for the whole service completely. So, you know, if you're having problems, you know, they can, if you've got people that respond, and they do respond pretty quickly,
Yeah.
that makes a huge difference too. So you don't feel like you're just kind of thrown out there to the wolves.
Right.
Ozark County has the third largest unemployment in Indiana, but we're also the second largest in Indiana. Second largest city in Indiana. Gotcha. Huh.
I wonder how the local food pantries are handling this. If they're just wiped out, or if they can even open.
Well, I got a message. Of course, in my county, we haven't had, knock on wood, we haven't had any cases yet, and they were basically advertising that they were still open and they were still up and running. So
Yeah. We're supposed to have a food drive thing for our county that was supposed to open today, but I can't find anybody to go over there for me. Brandon had to work, so. I don't know if I don't think resellers can file unless
well, you have to have a base that they can go off of as far as income.
yeah.
You know,
You should be able to, based on what you paid Social Security last year from your reselling.
but that's not, your Social Security isn't included in that.
Oh no, I don't know. I may be, but I mean, I pay Social Security payments out of my profits, you know. So I don't know.
But that doesn't, that Social Security and unemployment are two different things.
Yeah.
They said last night that self-employees can file. Huh. Wow.
Yeah, I seen that.
They can file for unemployment.
Yep. That's what I seen.
Well, I mean, out of everybody, I mean, unless you're, you know, unless you're a big time seller and, you know, you have, I guess if you have a certain amount of sales that you count on and you're not getting those because of the coronavirus, maybe, you know, I suppose it can't hurt to try.
Yeah.
Give it a whirl and see what happens.
All right, Tom.
And
Yeah, I would think self-employed would be a tough one to get into though, because how do you prove you're not working on eBay?
Right.
If you still got stuff listed all through this? You're not out of work if you got even a single listing, I guess. I don't
Right.
know. you'd have to shut your store down probably to get to apply as an eBay reseller. I would think. I don't know. I'm just talking out my backside here.
Mm.
And I've been doing some yard work the last couple of days, and I don't get bad allergies, so I never take anything for it, but it sure makes my throat froggy in the morning.
Mm.
Sorry, it sounded like I was throwing up a minute ago.
Mm.
I think it more just kind of freaked us out a little bit. 'Cause
Sorry. Yeah, I just make old man sounds at random, and I don't
That's-
even know I'm
that's
hardly
okay.
doing it.
That's what it was. The old man sounds that got me.
Yeah.
Want to make
What are
sure
you
you
talking
wasn't
about?
choking to death or something.
Right? Yeah, it was a little worrisome.
I called mom last night. She told me in a space of 20 minutes, she told me how her day went 15 times. So it's okay. She's 92 and starts repeating her stories over and over and over. That last trip to the hospital, they just couldn't figure me out. And about 10 minutes later, that hospital I just got out of, they just couldn't figure me out.
You know they do that.
Yeah.
He does pretty darn good for being 92, I would say, because I'd totally be like 10-second Tom, you know.
Like even this morning, I was a little bit like mixed up. I came from the bathroom and I knew I needed to fill up my coffee cup before the show and everything. And so I come to my desk and I grab my phone and I walk all the way over into the kitchen. And I was like, why did I grab my phone? I was trying to grab my coffee cup. You know, just stuff like that. But yeah, she does. I think I'm gonna have freaking really bad what do you call it? Alzheimer's whenever I get older.
Shoot, whenever. I already got it.
I know. I am
I
headed
have the
there.
effects of it, definitely. And it's not, oh, you're just a little, you know, you got a few years on you. Yeah.
I always say if any one of us sisters get it, it's gonna be my sister Kimmy, because she was the sharpest of the. I mean, we're all pretty sharp, but she had a mind like a steel trap, you know. And now it's just like not anymore. You can just kind of see the deterioration starting.
Yeah.
And she's like, she'll tell you the same story 3 or 4 times, and the few hours that we hang out with her, it's like, no, you just told us that 5 minutes ago. Oh, I did. So.
Julie's probably laughing right now because I did the same thing to her. I think I told the story. I don't even remember what the story was, but it was something. And I went to, I think when I went to visit her, she's like, Mom, you told me that story like 5 times already.
What I hate.
I'm sorry.
What I hate is when I'm trying to say a word and it's right there. I can see it in my mind. I can just picture it, but I can't say it. It's so frustrating. It's like, you know, that things that keeps things cold. Oh, you mean the refrigerator? Yeah, that thing. It's frustrating when you know what it is and you can't say it. It's like,
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Gwen tells this story on me. I once tried to introduce her to my friend, but he had been in our wedding like 10 years earlier. He was one of my groomsmen. Yeah.
He's probably thinking, yeah, I was there.
I can't believe you did that.
What was your name again?
My brain goes weird places.
Benji, I can't hold you too, so you're just gonna have to stay down there.
Mike says, right? I know. I'm always like, what the hell was I doing the last time you saw me?
That's right, Mike.
You rush into a room to get someone's like, what the hell did I come in
Yeah.
here for?
Yeah. Then I have to come back, start where I begin, and yeah, sometimes it's just a lost cause.
And the worst part is when you're on your cell phone and you're looking for your
Yes.
cell phone
Yes.
frantically because you think, oh
Yeah.
shit, I've lost it somewhere. I must have left it at Kroger, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then whoever you're talking to says, well, what are you talking to me on? It's like, oh. Duh.
I'm all the time having to come back from the den because I couldn't remember which item I was picking, to fulfill an order.
Mm.
Get in there and go, crap, what did I
And
sell? I
and
have
this
to come
right
back
here
in
is
and look again.
this right here is the worst. Looking for your glasses and they're on
Oh
your
yeah.
head. I
Yeah.
do that all the time. Hey mom, they're on your head. Shut up. Shut it.
I couldn't find my watch back unscrewer yesterday. I've got a watch that it doesn't pop off, it screws off, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And
Few
I've
like
got the tool for that, but I have no idea where I put it. I looked for about 20 minutes yesterday. Like frickin' wreck snacking. I never did find it. And when I do find it, I'll go, oh, yeah,
What are you
I
doing,
remember
man?
putting it there now.
What are you doing that for? You looking up my nose or what?
What's up there? Maybe I can squeeze up there.
Get out of it.
That
Get out
sounds
of
like that looks like a nice little place to snuggle in.
You won't find much.
Sounds great in your nostril.
You're so strange.
She just has this little I could see like her mouth, like the sides of her mouth, and she's just like,
Mhm.
I'm so
You should see her.
special.
You should see her when Lacey comes down. She smiles. I mean, she's got her eyes. Her teeth are showing, and she's just like excited as can be. And she snorts and carries on. I was like, good Lord. We're trying to catch it on video. I said, that needs to go on America's Funniest Videos. That's so funny.
Morning,
Mike,
Karen.
Mike says I will sometimes find my phone in the fridge. Maybe for the work I'm done.
Oh,
Yeah.
my mom was bad like that with her wallet. She would put it in and she didn't have dementia or nothing. She just hid it all the time and would forget where she hid it.
Mm.
She hid it in the freezer. She hid it in the mini basket in the washer. I don't know how many times she washed it. And then she hid it in the broiler one time. And Dad calls. He says, I'm bringing steaks. Get the broiler going. So she did. He walks in with them steaks. He says, why does it smell like burnt shoe leather in here? She's like, oh. She runs and it's bellowing smoke out. She's got her wallet. It's all singed.
Oh
He's
my
like, what the
God.
hell are you doing? That's where I hid it because my sister used to live just right up the street. So instead of taking her purse and her wallet, she would hide her wallet to go up and visit Pammy. And so she would hide it and she'd forget where she put it.
Melted credit cards and stuff.
He's like, honey, you have got to stop doing that. I'll buy you a safe.
Yeah.
She says, no, because they can open them.
No, that's
this is Bambi.
That's Bambi. Yep.
Yeah, Tanner passed away last June. Yeah. Which I got the notification for the marathon come up the other day on Teresa's thing. I thought, uh-oh. She was not in a very good mood that day.
Yeah.
Bad memory. They don't need to put that on there.
Yeah.
No. But she's got Benji. She loves Benji to death.
That's
Hi,
good.
Karen.
Oh, and he's a hellion.
Oh goodness. Good morning,
I
Beth.
can't hold you
by the
too
way.
there, Muppet. What have you been into? You look like you've been into something.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do about grooming him, and the dog groomers are shut down too. He's going.
yeah.
I was like, I guess I'm gonna have to try it myself. So.
Tom says I have a sensor on my car keys that chirps when I press the button on the remote to find them.
Oh yeah.
I need one on my phone and wallet.
I need one on me.
I don't know. I've really never had an issue about losing my car keys or even my phone, because usually my phone is like right on me. I usually don't put it anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
which I guess I'm lucky.
Quit.
I have a clip on my keys so that I can clip them to the side of my purse. If I don't,
That's
I'm
what I
not
have
fine-
on my
I'm not finding them.
belt loop, my carabiner clip.
Yeah.
So weird. I think she's trying to hide me from Benji. He can still see me.
Oh my gosh, Bill, you have a dog that weighs 130 pounds?
Wow.
That is crazy. What kind of a dog is she?
Great Dane or Rottweiler,
A Mastiff?
Yeah, probably.
Man, I always wanted a Mastiff.
They're so big. And they
They're,
seem docile, very
I
docile
almost got one,
and
but
goofy.
I could not even imagine having anything bigger than Honey.
Mhm.
And I know they would have been a lot bigger than Honey, but
And Honey was going around and taking stuff off of the freaking countertops,
oh yeah,
the
oh
kitchen
yeah,
countertops,
yeah,
you know, with their mouth. Just
yeah. She's as big as a person standing on her hind legs.
Mhm. That's like Teresa's cousin has 2 Great Danes, and they're huge. They're named Fiona and Shrek.
Oh my gosh,
oh,
They're
cute.
so
that's
cute.
awesome.
They're so cute. And they're big babies. But they don't. Great Danes don't have a very long lifespan. About
No.
like 8 to 10 years max,
Mhm.
which is sad. But they're brother and sister, and they are something else.
Oh, she's a Great Pyrenees.
Oh, those are huge.
Lab,
Big
yeah.
white dogs. They're a lot of hair,
Yeah.
but they're beautiful dogs.
Are they called Great Pyrenees or
Yeah.
Gray?
I think that's great. Great
I think
Pyrenees.
it's great, isn't it? Huh.
I thought they were called Gray Pyrenees.
Oh.
I
You
don't
will
know.
fart. Look at him. He's
Maybe
made
not.
his way up here.
Hey,
Ah.
I want to join the party.
There's Benji.
Oh, God. You better get you another set of hands, Lori.
Man.
You're killing me here, dogs. Go ahead.
He's like, Benji's like, what's over here to eat? I smell something. Hi,
Go
Benji.
ahead.
He's just straight at the camera.
Go
You're a
ahead.
cute. Oh, you're a cutie.
He needs his groomer. He got terrible. His face is horrible.
Oh my
You guys
god.
are something else, I tell you. This is the way it is when I'm home. If I'm sitting out in my chair trying to watch TV, I got these 2, and then here comes the other one. So, good Lord.
Should just put the cat on top while you're at it.
I guess I'm the alpha.
Beth said, I think my wife and I are getting on each other's nerves already. It's only day 3.
You need
So
your
did
face
your
washed.
did your office close down, Beth?
I think so.
Face wash, mister. You've been into something.
Yeah, there's a few more places that have
Pharmacy.
it's not shelter in place, but it's the other basic, basically just staying at home type of thing. But I mean, I'm kind of, because I kind of did that. I've already been doing it. Last week I did it, so
Mhm.
it's not that big of. I mean, it's a big deal, but I'm kind of in the mood, I guess, or used to it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't, I mean, you go maybe, a couple times a week, but if we were still in California, this would be a like huge deal.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Because we were gone all the time.
All the time there was something to go, something to do, someplace to go, and here that's just not. Yeah.
Yeah.
She said that was the last day they were shutting it down. Oh, you have to go on Friday, but we're having major issues with Zoom right now. Gotcha.
Hmm.
Now,
Oh.
was it Matt, the part-time picker, said something about their Goodwills are going to be open on Saturdays and Sundays only? I wouldn't want to
Oh.
be. I wouldn't want to go. That would be a mass hysteria. Just that people,
Yeah.
because there's going to be a lot of resellers in there trying to find some stuff to sell. So that's going to be just as bad as the grocery stores.
Yeah.
Those are my
Well,
Levi's. No, I have first.
Mike said, "You want to hear something funny? My mom texted me and she wanted to know if my stores had toilet paper. I don't think any stores have toilet paper right now. I mean, I guess unless you hit them at the right time, right when an order comes in, that'd be about the only time you could really grab some."
Yeah. If you're in the store, like at Walmart or whatever, if you're in the store, I would ask if they have toilet paper if there's none on the shelf.
Yeah.
And that's usually they will, if there's none on the shelf, they'll bring some out, but you have to ask them because if not, they're not going to put it out.
Yeah.
I know Aldi's had it last time we went, and they were regulating how much you could take. You could take either 2 packages of toilet paper or 2 packages of paper towels, but you couldn't get one of each. So it was one or the other.
Dang toilet paper.
Well, I was
crazy.
talking to my sister the other day, and she said, my other sister, and she has an RV or a trailer, and she had some stuff stocked in there, and even though it's a little more expensive, she had the RV toilet paper, stocked in there. So she figured if she couldn't find any anywhere, that she could always go out there and get that, and use that. But it's a
It
little
is more expensive for RV because of the way it has to be broke down, but
right.
it's got I don't know if it's got some kind of chemical in it or what, but oh, you two are killing me.
Yeah. Brandon said it was just really hard finding anything the other day. Like meat was little, like couple of packages of chicken, a couple of packages of ground beef, a couple of things of steaks or whatever. And then like the bread aisle was completely empty. There was just no bread.
No.
None.
Which I don't understand because they make that here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Yeah, Liz says I scored a loaf of Wonder Bread and I came in the house like I was a superhero. We were so excited for bread. And Frankie says I watched a news report from Canada about New York. They have a set up temporary morgue. They have over 30,000 confirmed cases with over 300 deaths. Yep, this is what happens when you live too close.
Yeah.
That's
They were
true.
saying something on the news this morning about a second wave of it going through China.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Oh. Well,
I
I
mean,
know
can
that
you-
they were talking about another virus.
Mhm.
Can you imagine? I mean, having it over there, finally getting out of there, but you're a carrier coming over here, passing around over here. Then you go home, back to China, and
Mhm.
give it back to, and then cause it all over again. It's bad.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
You guys,
But-
my arms are getting tired.
You know, it's a bad thing. But Sally, you do sound a little better since we've started the show and everything. You
That's
sound
good.
like you're feeling a little bit better. I don't know if it's true, but you sound like it.
I only threw up yesterday once, so that
Well,
was,
that's good.
yeah.
But you need to have Brandon get some of that stuff. That's what your big sister says.
Mm,
Mhm.
Better start listening.
mm. Yeah, I
What
will when
fun
you
would
start
that be?
listening to me. I
Huh?
will. I will when you start listening to me.
I don't have to. You're not my big sister, so I have to listen to you.
You don't have one, so that I have to act like your big sister.
Nah. I call BS
She has a
on that
big
one.
sister. It's Valerie's big sister's Tom.
He does look really cute with the punk hair whenever he's doing that with on the
Oh my
messenger.
gosh,
Yeah.
that's funny. And this is his hand sanitizer expired in 2018. Oh, sorry. We have the soaps. Soap's better.
hmm
Yeah. Hand sanitizer, I don't think would expire in 2018. That's what the expired date is on it, but they usually put it like a couple of years before it actually is no good,
Yeah.
I would say, for stuff like that.
But it has alcohol in it. How does alcohol go bad?
I don't understand. I mean, the
Yeah,
only
that's what I was thinking. Didn't have alcohol. That's,
Yeah, it's got isopropyl.
yeah.
the only thing I can think of is that like maybe the alcohol evaporates or something after time. But if it's in a closed up container, then it should be fine.
Yeah.
I would just maybe shake it.
They have a pretty good shelf life on those, even with an expiration date.
What did Todd say? Yeah, we're talking behind your back, Tom. So just get over it.
Sally, I need that big bag to put the dogs in and put it around my neck so I can just
Yeah, you do.
I hope the third one don't come in here. I'm screwed. 'Cause
What's
she
Mike
weighs.
talking about?
I don't know.
I'm
don't
selling antivirus antibodies and driving a Porsche next week.
Yeah, usually shelf dates. I will use something. If there's an expiration date on something, I figure I can use it and up to about five years after the expiration date. You may not get the full effect, but you'll still get some of the effects from it. So
Yeah, like toothpaste. Like you could use toothpaste forever. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't think
I do. I've got the
expires.
same tube for. I know I've had it forever because I'm the only one that uses that brand. So,
Yeah.
and I don't use a whole lot because you don't need a whole lot. Just a little bit on the brush and scrub away.
A little dab will do ya.
Yep. Now Trace, on the other hand, it's like half a tube on each brushing. I'm like, you don't need that much toothpaste.
I cleaned out the back of the pantry about a year ago, and how come all these little moths are in here? And I found boxes of cereal that had expiration dates of like 2010.
Oh my gosh.
I thought, yeah, maybe that's why we have little moths in our pantry.
Send him to that show Eating History. Have you seen that? Ugh, I don't think
Uh-uh.
so. Those guys going around finding food from way back when it's still canned or boxed and they're eating it. I'm like, I don't think so. Nope.
That's a little much.
Going down in like 100-year-old cellar and finding canned stuff that's great grandma canned. I'm like, oh no, I don't think so. Or MREs from World War One or two, something like
Yeah.
that.
How come this
Ew.
pickle tastes like a slug?
Yuck.
Open that can. It looks supposed to be tuna. I'm like, that don't look like any tuna I've ever seen.
Aren't beets supposed to be red? These are green. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Well,
think it's
Mary said she has a little bit of a ear infection, so she's not. It's not corona, but or whatever you call it. Is it corona?
yeah, Corona.
Okay. I was like, that's a beer, right? That's
Yeah.
not right. That doesn't sound right.
Yep, the coronavirus.
Yeah, you
Nikki,
gotta be careful with that.
Nikki?
Hi guys.
Hey,
Hey,
There-
where you been?
Here.
Nikki,
What?
are you there? Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here.
No, I'm here. Are you
don't
there?
have you don't have the coronavirus, do you?
No. I got the
Good.
sniffles though.
Good. Not that you have the sniffles. Good that you don't have the virus.
No, I got the sniffles.
Oh,
I guess smoked too many cigarettes yesterday.
I'm
I got the sniffles.
gonna drink my coffee with you two. I need a straw. A long straw. I'm gonna have to put you down at some point because my arm's going to sleep and it's starting to hurt.
it'll be all right, Mom. It'll be all right.
That's
Mm.
what
Morning,
Benji's
Rita.
saying.
You're supposed to sacrifice for her, you don't you know?
Yeah. I got both of them up here now, though. 40 days. What's funny is she weighs more than he does. He's so light.
As long as they're comfortable, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fish and Pickens says when Grandma died in 2011, we found frozen turkeys from 1982 mackerel in
Wow.
her deep freezer and a lot of canned goods from the 70s and a canned jam from 1988.
Wow.
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 Yikes. There's probably a little bit of penicillin growing in there, I imagine.
Yeah, I don't think I would have opened any of that. Would not have opened any of that. Okay, guys, I had to move
No.
my hand here.
No,
Lay down there, Bench.
I don't blame you.
You're all caught up in my earbuds here.
But, oh my gosh. Tangled up.
Give it to me.
What you been up to, Nikki? What you got going on?
I listed yesterday for a while, and well, all I did.
Yeah. What are you listing these days?
Stuff, flatware, else did I list yesterday?
Yeah, no puppy.
What else did I list?
Nikki's getting some of that can't remember old age too.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier, Nikki. We're just walk into a room and why did I come in here?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Bill Stoner's in here. Hi, Bill Stoner.
Yep.
Haven't seen him in years. Let's see. I do a bag. And today I'm gonna do some shorts and stuff and swimsuits, maybe some trunks.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad to see you're doing a little bit of clothing.
Yeah, I'm dabbling in it. Well, I got all that Shopko crap. Stuff from Shopko a long
Yeah.
time ago. And I was kind of like just hoarding it for a while because I knew everybody else would be hitting the market with it, you know.
Right.
So I just kind of held on to it, hoping that some of it would kind of filter away by this year, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Beth. You have a great day. Frankie wants to know what's selling for y'all right now.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of everything: puzzles,
Mhm.
jewelry,
Puzzles,
clothes,
video games, and controllers.
mugs.
Things to fight the boredom.
Shot glasses for me. I've shipped out 2 shot glasses in the last couple of days, so somebody's not drinking.
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit. It's crazy because there's nothing real. You know, that's why I put a little bit of everything up. You know, and try to change up my listing every day of the things that I'm listing, rather than just doing clothing. I mean, clothing sells. There's no doubt about it, but you know, it's better if you have a little bit of everything up.
That's like I just remembered I have a tote out in the back shed that I didn't move next door. It's full of brand new sidewalk chalk.
Oh, perfect.
But I can't get to it because Teresa took the vinyl siding off on her project that she's working on and put it
Uh-huh.
right in the doorway. I'm like, why would you do that? I said you couldn't put it over to the side so somebody could get in there. So her little butt's going to get in there and get that chalk out of there for me because I'm not climbing in there.
Yeah, Nissa says she's sold a Harley T-shirt, a baby blanket. Let's see. Yeah, that's Mary. Mary, that is the truth. She said she just watched a post from an ER nurse in Southfield, Michigan. She said they're out of everything and they need masks and gowns, and even Tylenol, and are going to be sending people home to die because they don't have any respirators.
Mm-hmm.
It's the truth.
One of the car companies, I can't remember if it's Ford or General Motors, they shut down the car production and going to start making respirators. They're going to use some of their technology to help build the respirators and stuff. So
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. And then our hospitals here are asking any of the crafters, anybody that can sew, to make masks. You know, if they'll even provide the fabric if they need to. So, which some lady had a neat idea for a mask. She took a thick Bounty paper towel and folded up like you would have. Remember the fans you used to make when you was a kid out of a piece of paper?
Yeah.
Well, she did that with a paper towel, and then she took and stapled a rubber band on each end, and then put it around her ears, and then opened it up over it like a mask. I thought that's a good idea. That'd be quick. I mean, it would work for a little while. You'd have to keep changing them out, but still.
Yeah.
Of course, now you can't find paper towels because everybody's bought them all up. But
right. It's crazy.
Unless they get those great big rolls of paper towels like you see in the bathrooms that come in a big roll, those would be the white. Those would be perfect because they're kind of thick.
Because you want to get something that you want to have some kind of material, like a breathable material.
Yeah.
You know, because you'd have to be really careful about, keeping your carbon monoxide. You'd
Right.
have to have some way to release that, and a material that's too thick could prevent.
Right.
It. So I don't know.
But I think the white paper towels by, who makes that? Crap, I can see the name, but I can't remember the name. Is it
We're just talking about
is
that.
it Pitney Bowers? I think they make.
Yeah, Pitney Bowes.
Yeah, they make paper products. I think they do some of the ones for the bathrooms and stuff. And that material there would probably work pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They should just hand out military gas bags. And
Be
I
done
agree.
with it.
I mean, that would be
Yep.
the best, probably the best and the safest.
I
Um,
can't believe how many people are out and about. It's like, especially
Oh.
here,
Oh, yeah.
here around here. I mean, they're just doing their everyday thing. Like,
Yeah, nothing's changed.
There's a lot of people online on Facebook saying, keep your damn kids home. Quit having sleepovers and
Yeah,
tell your kids no.
Yeah. Don't
They
send
got,
your
the
don't
parents
send
are all
your
letting
kids
the
to the
kids
mall.
play together, and it's
that's like one lady posted in Miamisburg where Teresa's mom and dad live. She drove by the park and it was full. All the basketball hoops
Yeah.
were being used, and
yeah.
it's like, what do these people not understand? This is a deadly virus. It's not something to take lightly.
Yeah.
You remember that video of that one woman who called the police on that black family who was at the park that one time?
Mhm.
There's a meme going around with her on the phone saying, "Yeah, there's kids playing at the." I see people. I see more than 10 people in a group or something. It's just funny. He was such an idiot.
You guys are
Oh.
killing me here.
I guess she's just ticked that she's on a meme. I saw a meme yesterday. If you can smell their fart, move farther apart. That is funny.
No.
I figure the other day I was figuring now it took China, like now they're starting to kind of go back to normal, I think somebody was saying. And
Lori said it was going around again.
oh, was it? Oh, I heard that they were closing some of the corona hospitals and stuff over there. Because I figured it took them like 3 months to get through this. So I figured it'd probably only take us because we're ahead of it, or kind of ahead of it. And maybe it would only take us like half the time, to get through it. So I was thinking maybe before April's over, we'll get rid of it. I don't know. That's what I was thinking anyways.
It's crazy.
I
Crazy.
don't. As long as my dad don't get it, that's all I care about. Well, I mean, and my good friends, but I don't like to see anybody die either. But
Yeah. Gotta stay safe.
yeah,
Stay indoors like you're supposed to. I mean, I realize it's hard especially when you got kids at home and a husband, and I mean that's the thing that you're fighting to do. Just let me go outside and I'll just drive around, and I gotta get away from you guys. Yeah, I get it.
I kind of feel bad for like the high school kids that this is their senior year,
Yeah.
and the kids that are in sports and this was their final hurrah, I especially feel bad for like the college kids, the college seniors, because this definitely is their last hurrah.
Yeah.
and the kids that were depending on scholarships from sports. But I would think that those kids would, I would think that they've already been picked up, or, before this all happened. These colleges don't wait around and wait till the last minute to.
No, if they're gonna do something, they already know pretty much
Yeah.
where they're going. But
Yeah, but still, it's
but I do. I feel bad that people graduations aren't gonna happen, and
yeah,
but
yeah,
I don't know. If I had a kid that age, I'd want them to be alive rather than be able to walk across it. Maybe once this is all over, maybe they can do something.
yeah.
I'm sure that's not. I'm sure that's something that they've been talking about.
I'm reading this child interview that Tina did on Madeline. So cute. What do your mom and dad do all day? Spank butts.
God. What else did she say?
Where do you live? North Carolina.
North Carolina. Maddie is, oh my gosh. She's funny.
How old is your mom? 13. Where do babies come from? The doctor.
The doctor. Cute. Kids are so innocent.
If you could have one thing in the entire world, what would it be? An Elsa dress.
No.
Well, it looks like none. I better get busy, huh? We start looking for some Elsa dresses. They're too much.
Why are you so cute? And she says, I'm not so cute.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I know she is.
So Gwen's been sending out remote lessons to her students so they can do their schoolwork online, and she's already having to send out emails to parents that the kids aren't doing their assignments.
Oh.
So
Caden says he's this many and he lifts up 4 fingers. And how old is your mom? And he says, you're 4 too. What's your favorite song? Ice Ice Baby. Wants to be a race car driver, huh? Where does money come from? Your pockets.
Huh? All right. Good morning, Flipping Particles.
Cute.
Miss D.
Hi, D.
How you doing? Oh, wow. Fish and Pickens says, I can't believe Liberty University told students and professors to return to campus this week.
Mm,
Wow.
that's crazy.
Well, some people just don't get it.
Yeah.
What can you do? Oh, let's see here.
There was a. Oh my God. Are you okay?
Who?
Whoever's
Todd.
coughing.
Oh.
So you people
Yeah.
at the car, somebody coughs and you're like, oh.
I'm fine.
That's what I said. I'm afraid to do it at the the store or anything. Good Lord.
Got the old man froggy throat in the morning after doing some mowing yesterday.
I made the dog stop and put it out in the hall, and she's not liking it.
Is he throwing a fit,
She
huh?
broke my earbuds. She pulled one of the ear things loose. So
Oh,
I had to go
no.
change earbuds.
Mm,
Ah,
And she's got to be like right up in there. Bless her little heart. Gotta love dogs, though. But she's like super clingy. It's like it's like when you bring the wash out, you got a sock stuck to the towel. It's exactly what it's like. Then you peel it off and yep. Oh.
Kyrie says, okay, so the question was, what did mom and dad do all day? Cook, play, other stuff. What are you scared of? Why do you ask so many questions?
I got a random question. What is up with that game Animal Crossings? Why is everybody posting pictures
Well,
of Animal Crossings? I guess
everybody loves that game. I
it's
don't
a
know.
what?
I said everybody loves that game all of a sudden. I don't
I've
know why.
never heard of it. I didn't even know what it is.
We were gonna get it one time for the Wii, but it was like really expensive when it first came out years ago. My daughter Amanda wanted it, but it was like you needed like all this different stuff for it or whatever, and then she just kind of forgot about it. So we're like, okay, well, we're not gonna get it then.
This one's Animal
yeah.
Crossings Horizons.
I didn't
And
know it was. I didn't know that it was that big of a deal. That I was
I guess
surprised.
I guess it was just released. This new one was last week or sometime, and that's all I see is people's little people doing whatever it is they do. They got screenshots all over Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? What is it? I mean, is it like the new Farmville or something, or what?
Yeah.
Hmm.
People are crazy about it.
I'm assuming it's for the Nintendo Switch. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's for the Wii or the Switch, but
Yeah,
I'd
it's
never
for the-
heard of it. I
Mhm.
seen for like the DS, they had an old one called Animal Crossings, but that was like years ago.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Was like
Yeah.
years and years ago. It was for the Wii. It was for the first Wii.
But this new one, I didn't even know about it. Didn't even know they were talking about it, but I guess it's what everybody's been playing. I'm like, nope, I'm still on Red Dead Redemption. So,
Mhm.
which I found out Jack Black plays Red Dead Redemption, so I can go get him and make him part of my posse if I
Oh,
want to. So that's pretty cool.
hmm.
He's got a YouTube channel and everything, and I sit there and watch it. And he like commentates as he plays. It's funnier than hell.
Isn't it funny that all the celebrities are now coming over to YouTube? I mean, it's like
Yeah,
come on,
a lot of
you've
them
got
are.
you've got the connections. You don't need to sit here and screw around with YouTube.
Hmm.
Nobody's watching TV anymore.
Yeah, everybody
All
watches
watching
YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of different videos, not just resellers. Things that interest me. I'll go look up, see if there's any YouTube videos on it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm subscribed to a lot of different things. I like to watch how they make cosplay stuff. I like all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, the video game universe. I like to watch all the different walkthroughs and stuff like that. So it's like your own personal library, video library. That's what I like about it. Because if I'm stuck on something like with my truck, if I need to fix something, I don't know how to fix it, and I don't want to spend $1,000 to somebody else to do it. If it's something I can do, I'll go look it up first before I send it to the shop. So if it's easy, I just get in there and do it myself. If I can. If not, then I have my son get up under there and I tell him what to do.
Yeah.
It's like yesterday I have VCR over there. I wanted to test VHS because I have a bunch of kids learning video VHS like Blue's Clues and Dora the Explorer, and I know people are going to want that stuff for their kids. You know, they're home, and if they have a VCR, they're going to more likely buy them. Well, they had a tape stuck in it, and it would not come out, and it kept shutting itself off whenever I would try to do it. So I took it apart, and I found out there's a way to. There's like a little what they call worm gear in there that you can turn to make that mechanism raise the tape up so you can slide it back out.
Right.
So I did that, and that works.
Hmm.
So, but I learned it on YouTube. I Googled it, and the YouTube video popped up, and there you go.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a YouTube video for just about everything, seems like.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We just got a little bit longer for this. Maybe well, no, that's not really a little bit because I figure we'll probably still be in this a couple weeks at least.
Mhm.
At least. Once everybody starts doing what they're supposed to be doing, you know?
Yeah.
Personally, I'm rather enjoying the fact that we have to stay home because when Teresa's off work, that's all we would do was run. And it drives me crazy because I like to stay home. I like to get certain things done. But I
Yeah.
understand because she works all the time. When she's
Yeah.
off, there's things that she needs to get done.
Right.
Yeah.
But she also thinks that I have to go too everywhere. So, and I do. I go with her, you know, because just because. But
Yeah.
but then it always puts off my schedule, puts it on the back burner. So I have an itch. I got a roller, great back scratcher, by the way. So I am enjoying the fact that she has to come home and stay home, so that
Yeah.
I can get stuff done. So, and I told her, I said Saturday. I said I'm making a plan for Saturday, and she's like, "What?" I said, "This house is going to be clean from front to back, spring cleaning, front to back."
Yeah.
I said, "Pick a room or two."
I almost blew the leaves yesterday. I should have because it rained today.
I don't have any
Well,
leaves, but
I have to get a spark plug for my lawnmower because spark plug burned up or something.
Uh-oh.
And Brandon tried to start it for me yesterday. Went and got gas. It was $1.63 a gallon, and so he filled up the truck and filled up our gas cans and stuff. And so yeah, came back home, put gas in the lawnmower, still didn't work. So he checked the spark plug and it's bad. So we got to get another one of those. But I was thinking about blowing them because I couldn't mulch them,
Uh-huh.
and I'd rather mulch them. Huh?
I stepped away, I came back, and you're blowing shit. What are you blowing?
leaves.
Never know.
Couldn't pass that up.
But I'd rather mulch leaves than because it's like you're killing two birds with one stone, you know.
Yeah, I mean they're good for your grass.
Yeah.
Grass.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you any of my chicken strips, so go lay down.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Bye, Mary. Hope you have a great day.
Oh, I think they're saying bye to
Yeah.
that
to
one.
Bye to who?
What's her name?
Frankie?
Frankie.
Okay.
Bye, Frankie.
All right.
Yeah, it sucks that it sucks that the kids aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, even if they don't have to go to school.
Well,
So it
and they're just
kind of
they're-
puts
Yeah,
stuff
no,
into
they're just
perspective a little bit.
Yeah, they're just going by what the adults are doing now.
Yeah.
But
If-
adults aren't enforcing them to do their schoolwork, then they're not going to do it.
or stay home, or I mean, I don't know.
There was a gang of about 10 teenage girls walking down the street yesterday when I went to the post office. And just hanging out, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, there was 5 or 6 boys over at the church playing basketball. Because we took the dogs for a pretty short walk just to get out of the house for a minute
I
together.
tell you
you
what's
know.
going to end up happening is they're going to go national lockdown with martial law, and then people are going to really
No, they're not gonna. They're not gonna do martial law.
well national lockdown if they can't
They
control
will
what's going
if it has
on
to- if it
it's
has to
possible.
go that way. Yeah.
because they're looking they've already got the National Guard here in Cincinnati. They've got thousands of National Guard vehicles, Humvees, and everything that
Yep.
were brought into Kings Island. They're in the Kings Island parking lot right now.
They have
So-
them here. They have
Yeah.
them here also, and what they said was they're here to help.
Help
here
with
to
the
help
food pantries. That's what
with
they're
stuff.
saying right now is they're to help with the food pantries. But if my theory is if people, because my Governor DeWine is getting pissed off because nobody is following the shelter in place order.
Right.
And he
It
had
has to
said that if it gets worse, because right now the Cincinnati Police Department and local police departments are not responding to anything major
No.
or anything like if somebody breaks into your house, you take care of it basically.
Right.
So, and what's going to start happening is people are going to start getting out and doing stuff because they know the cops aren't going to do anything.
Hmm.
So they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to do some kind of, whether it be martial law or something to bring that back down, because I'm telling you, it's going to get rough around here anyway before it
Yeah.
gets better.
Yeah.
And I can see that happening in this area, if not national, at least statewide, Ohio statewide lockdown.
Sure.
And you will go to jail if you're caught outside.
Yeah.
So
And they'll have
I
a
hope it doesn't come to that. I hope it's not national. I mean, I would, if they want to do Ohio, that's fine. But I can see it getting worse before it gets better. And I can see the military having to step in.
well, they're really trying to keep the essential things
Right.
open and stuff, but there's so many people here that work at stores
Right.
that, I mean, just like Brandon said, when they had a thing of 250 people or less,
Uh-huh.
a gathering of 250 people or less, Brandon tells me there's more than 250 people at Walmart right now.
Yeah.
And and then you include the customers, and I was like, well, they're not like all gathered together, they're spread out, so that makes a difference.
Mhm.
But he says, yeah, but people are touching the same things, it's just going to keep spreading.
Yeah,
That
we've had two
Wow.
guys in the Cincinnati area arrested for coughing and sneezing and licking the stuff on the shelves,
Yeah.
making fun of what's going on basically.
That's ignorant.
It is ignorant. And
I
it's
mean, we
people
laugh
like
and joke
that.
around, but I mean, it's serious,
It's people
We
like
laugh
that
and
that's
you
going to,
cry, but we're not out there licking stuff either.
right.
I joke around about it, but
If you don't need to be out, then that's what he's saying. If you do not have to be out, if you do not have to be at the stores or gas stations, don't go. That's what shelter in place means. If you have to go, it should be to get essentials only, not go shopping for shoes or pants. You should go get your groceries and go straight home. But that's not what people around here are doing.
Yeah.
They're out like they finally just shut the mall down. We have an outside mall they finally shut that down. And of course, the only other stores that are open are Myers and Walmart and Kroger's and stuff like that. But they're still going to these stores and just wandering around like it's nothing.
Yeah.
So, I
I'm
mean, my
real
neighbor
sorry
across the
for
street
lockdown.
said he went to go get milk and eggs and bread and stuff because he lives by himself, And he said he couldn't believe the people just out meandering around like there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
He said it's ridiculous. And he said, and kids at the park, they're out playing with out at the park playing on the swing sets, and he said nobody's taking it serious, not like they should. So
Minnesota's lockdown starts Friday. Wisconsin's already in it since yesterday.
but if
So-
that, I can see him bringing in the military to say,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
it's
I
time.
could see that happen, especially in the bigger towns and the bigger
Yeah.
cities. I could definitely
Maybe the
see
bigger
that
cities, I could see it.
Yeah.
and there are, I mean, they have National Guard coming in because they want to get them set up.
Mm-hmm.
There's, you know, they're helping right now, but it's only because they're getting them in place.
Yeah.
in case
Wow.
that has to happen.
Yeah.
And it's a very good likelihood. I mean, especially if our numbers keep going up and up and up, and they're not gonna level off. That's a definite possibility.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen.
And for that many National Guard to be stationed at Kings Island, because Kings Island has a huge parking lot. I mean, this is an
Yeah.
amusement park we're talking about, where
Right.
thousands of cars fill that up, and that place is almost filled with military.
Yeah.
So it's like we don't have that many food pantries around here to need that many National Guardsmen. So, you know, I mean, we have quite a few, but that's what they were told they were brought in to help distribute food. We have the 25 minutes, it's called Ministries 25 or whatever. They help with a lot of FEMA stuff and all that. They were brought in to help with that, distribute the water and the sanitary stuff and all that. But
Yeah.
Corey's boss, my son-in-law's boss, his son is in the National Guard. He
Mhm.
said they're here right now just for that. He says, but they're looking to do at least a statewide lockdown,
Yeah.
and they will be monitoring what's going on after that announcement's made. So
Yeah.
he said something like within the next couple hours, couple days. So we'll see.
Yeah. I mean,
Things
they got to
don't-
be
if-
prepared for that.
Right. If people don't in this area don't stop just doing like it's an everyday life, and start following what the governor's asking, he's going to make it a mandatory order. And if you're caught out without a paper or whatever, yeah. If you're not non-essential and you're out and about, your butt's either going to go to jail or you're going to get a ticket that you're going to have to pay later, and it's not going to be a light one. So
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
see.
Julie says LA had to shut the beaches and parks down because people are still out like it's nothing, like nothing's going on. They're
They
just
were doing it in Florida
vacation.
too. Yeah, Florida at spring break. And you
Yeah.
know the one kid they had on the news that said, if I get corona, I'll get corona. Well, guess what? He's got coronavirus.
Yeah.
And he's from Milford,
Yeah.
Ohio.
Oh.
I mean, it's like 30 minutes from here.
Yep.
So now he's going to go home and give it to all of them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Well, me and Brandon are trying to stay, you know, apart from each other as much as
Mhm.
possible.
Mhm.
You know, like there's more than even when he's in here, there's more usually than 6 feet in
Yeah.
between us. And you know, Jonah stays in his room most of the
Mhm.
time. So I'm just trying to every couple hours wipe my area down, wipe
Mhm.
down the door handles, stuff like that,
Diesel.
you know, just to make sure that I'm not
Diesel.
gonna, if anything, I'm not gonna give them anything, or you know.
Yeah.
And usually when I get a sinus infection, everybody else gets it too,
Mhm.
because like it's just the
How it
season.
goes. Mhm.
But they haven't got it. Brandon might have a little sniffly nose, but that's about it.
Well, knock on wood, none of the residents at the nursing home where Teresa works have this coronavirus, and none of the
That's good.
employees have. They have somebody stationed at the one door, and they have to get their temperature taken and everything before they're even allowed in the building. So I told Teresa when it was her shift today to do that, to sit at the door, I said, you wear gloves, you wear masks. She hates wearing a mask because it's got to cover her nose, and she's got claustrophobia. I said,
Mhm.
you have to wear a mask. I said, a sneeze, a cough, anything could, if that person has it, you can get it.
Yeah.
So, but that's what we do. We pretty much, I stay at one end of the house, she stays at the other. Our paths cross when we got to go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, you got to be, luckily, if they're probably one of the few nursing homes that aren't on full lockdown where they can't leave. Right now they're on lockdown where the staff can come and go. But if they get just one case of it, they're full blown lockdown where they can't leave.
Oh, yeah.
So far so good.
Yesterday, we took Izzy to the vet to get her blood work done for her insulin,
Mm-hmm.
check. And they came out to meet us on the parking lot. They wouldn't let us in the lobby. So, which is fine, but
Yeah,
yeah,
they can come out and get the dog.
yep.
Yeah.
Came out and got the dog, and then the vet came out and explained what all they did, and
Mm-hmm.
did the paperwork, took your credit card out on the lot, they couldn't go in and use their machine
It's like a drive-through vet.
pretty much.
Well, I'm just glad that, they're thinking of other ways, or kind of thinking outside the box of other ways that they can do their services, and stay open and make it work, without having people come in. I mean, I give, businesses like that, I give them, big kudos, because they could just close their doors and then, everybody be out of work. I
Right.
mean, especially like restaurants and stuff like that. You got to think outside the box. You got to change
Yeah.
it up a little bit, adapt to what's going on, and
Makes me wonder, do animals get corona?
I don't
I
know.
don't think they can get this strand, but I know cows were vaccinated for it back in the 60s. So
And usually it's that, from what I've read and heard, is that usually it's an animal that gives it to us,
right.
but then they can't get it. They
Right.
can't get it from us.
They
So,
can transfer it though.
Yeah, they can transfer, but they can't catch it.
Yeah, they come out to get your dog at the vet and you sneeze on it. And
Yeah.
Nope, take it home.
Yeah. Mary said she has two bags of diapers. I don't need them, but I'm not sure where to take them, and afraid to post them on Marketplace because people are crazy. Yeah, I could send them to work with Nick. I'm sure, there'd be somebody there that could use them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mary had said, she had mentioned something about the eBay with the 50,000 listings and everything. She has an anchor store,
Mm-hmm.
and that gives her 10,000 listings. And I mean, unless you're over that 10,000, mark, it's probably not going to do you a whole lot of good. But, I think they really did it for the basic stores and the premium stores, just so we could keep on listing. And, I mean, it did them. It's gonna come back to them, and it's going to be, going to be a good thing. It's going to keep people listing and keep people working, and they're making money, so eBay's going to make money, and it's a win-win situation, no doubt about it. And what did that? Was it bad for them that they did that? I don't think so. I think it motivated people to list more.
but yeah,
help us out. I mean, people have said, oh, they should take away all the fees, blah blah blah. No, they shouldn't, because that's just stupid, because they're a business. They can't run on nothing.
Yeah.
And if you're making money, you're selling, you're making money, you should have to pay for that.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think it's very nice of them to give us free listings.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
Obviously, like you said, I mean, nobody's gonna run out, unless you got a sweatshop going,
Yeah.
Right.
But I think that was very very nice of them to give us free listings.
Yeah.
They should let us
I'm happy with it.
for that.
Oh, definitely. I think that was probably one of the best things that they could have done for the situation that that we're in.
And they're not doing it for us, obviously. I mean, they're doing it to keep their business going,
Sure.
but still, I think it was, because people were starting to shut stores down and stuff like that. They were like, oh my God, the sky is falling. We're not going to be able to sell anything. So, they had to do something to get people motivated to list again.
Yeah. Good movie, babe. Kudos
And
to
through all
you.
of this, in the other countries, the postal service has not shut down. So don't think that I don't think the USPS is going to shut down at all.
No,
through
I don't
this.
think so either.
Nah.
Not
They ain't gonna
anytime
do
soon,
that.
anyway.
That's what I said. I was at my daughter's house the other day, and the mailman came by, and I said, "Well, now you guys got to add another thing to your list." I said, "Snow, sleet, rain, and corona." Laugh.
Yeah, my mail lady's wearing masks and gloves, and she just going on. She looks wore out, but
Yeah.
she's still doing pickups. So
Karen says my sister is getting an Instacart delivery today. She had to wait a week for her delivery. Instacart employees can't keep up with the demand. I believe that. I definitely believe that. I mean, they charge an arm and a leg if you want it delivered. That you got to pay the money. I mean, it's ridiculous. But if you need it bad enough and you got to stay home, that's one way to. That's an option.
Yeah, support your local Instacart and DoorDash drivers.
Yep. Oh my
Like,
goodness, her
Instacart's on
Instacart was
fire.
$300. Ah!
What?
She said her Instacart was $300.
Oofda.
Yeah, that's a big old cart right there.
That's this morning. I mean, there was. My husband's being a dork. Can't wait till he goes back to work.
Oh, she didn't even buy a lot. She has asthma, so she's trying to stay inside. Well, I can't blame her.
No.
I can't blame her for that.
Mm-mm.
No doubt about it.
Sucks.
Yeah, if you're an asthmatic, COPD, any of that, I would definitely take some treatments. Breathing treatments, inhalers, keep up on that. Most definitely.
My husband has his neb stuff. We ordered another thing of it, so to make sure that if he gets it, he's good. And my daughter.
Yeah. Yep. Karen's at the beach says it's kind of price gouging, but I don't blame Instacart for charging a lot. They're on the front lines. But I mean, they're not price gouging for the items. They're price gouging. I wouldn't even call it price gouging. They just increase their prices because it's almost like hazard pay for their employees. That's kind of how you have to look at it.
Right now, let me tell you. Right now, today, there were. Now I live in an area of, I don't know, maybe 100,000 people or a little bit more than that. And there was like 7 shops this morning I woke up to, and none of them were less than $29. It's because it's so busy, and so they have to pay people more because people don't want to go out in this crap,
Right.
Especially me with my lowered immune system, but I still do it because they throw these damn shops at me that are like $30 a piece.
Yeah.
It's like, ding.
Yep. Yep, I do agree.
Shit's gonna hit the fan now. Waffle houses are closing.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Not the awful waffle.
Yeah, I love
Milk
Waffle
and
House.
puke. I do too.
Had one.
Weren't they closed already?
I just seen it on Facebook. I was scrolling through.
Oh,
Didn't
I
see
heard
what
that
it
they
was.
were just closing, not because of the coronavirus, but they were closing.
I hope not. I love Waffle House.
They were closing quite a few stores.
Those
or
are
restaurants.
like heavily used by.
Oh yeah.
others.
I get the all-star breakfast all the time, whether it's morning, day, evening, or whatever.
Yeah.
I used to go to Waffle House any chance I got when I was driving truck. I love Waffle House.
They have the best coffee. It's like, oh,
Seems
I
like
know
they
they're-
would do pickup or something, but
Mm.
no, they're completely closing. Hmm.
I know their coffee mugs sell pretty good. They're the real heavy, thick coffee mugs. I found a few and sold them for like $15 to $20, depending on the make and the year.
Jeez.
yeah.
But they're hard. They're hard to find out in the wild. Waffle House mugs, because everybody
Yeah.
likes them because they keep your coffee so hot for so long.
Yeah.
They don't have a Waffle House anywhere near me. I
have
think the
one in-
closest one is like Kansas.
Yeah. We have one in St. Joseph. That's the nearest one I've got, and that's 60 miles away. So.
I haven't had Waffle House in years.
Waffle House, and we got a Denny's too. I think they're pancakes. So they do
I
pancakes.
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Denny's.
Denny's sounds good.
It does sound good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We don't have a Denny's, but we have a Perkins. We have Perkins, which is kind of like a Denny's.
Yeah, our Perkins all shut down around here. We don't have any of them. Well, I think there might be one left.
I think ours might be getting close because now they're not open 24 hours a day anymore.
Mm-mm.
Christian Pickens says Huddle House. That's a good name.
Huddle House.
Yeah, Huddle House. Those are like Waffle Houses
Yeah.
and in
And we got
different
Fri-
areas.
We got Frisch's, of course. So they're still around. Frisch's big boy.
I don't have any of that around here. We do have a little cafe in town, but that's it. And then there's a couple of little places in Horton, which is 5 miles up the road, but anything else is at least 25 miles away.
And we have an
a small
IHOP.
restaurant here. We have a small restaurant here that started selling hamburger, so that they would be essential.
Yeah, we have an IHOP, and the road it's on is Cox. IHOP on Cox. COX. I was like, I'm like, really?
Wow.
Cox Road.
Well, that's Dirty Dick seafood place, you know. They have T-shirts that say "I get my crabs from Dirty Dicks." I had to do a triple take when I saw that billboard when I was driving truck.
I bet.
I probably would
You're
have
like,
ran.
I'm like, did I just see that?
Good marketing right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that would definitely make somebody, do a
Look
double take.
twice. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, because
What?
the billboard said that I get my crabs from Dirty Dicks, and I was like, did I really read that right? That's awesome. I never did make it to Dirty Dicks. Someday I'll go there.
You all right, Sally?
Yeah.
So what's everybody got going on today? What are you listing?
I think I'm gonna. I
I
don't know
got
what I'm
some
gonna do.
Hot Wheels to finish listing and some VHS and I don't know what I'm going to get into the list. I got some jeans my daughter brought me a couple months ago from Universe that still have the tags on them. They're Wranglers. I was like, oh, I got to get them on. So, I should have done it a few months back when it was cold, but I figure well, it's cold somewhere, so somebody will buy them.
It's always
Yep.
cold up here.
I think I'm gonna continue some more jewelry and I don't know what else. Flatware. Flatware is what I got on the list for today, so we'll see how that goes.
I got some. Was it the 1881 Rogers Oneida?
Yep.
it's got the shell pattern like on the spoon and stuff. That
Mhm.
was given to me. I think I might dig that out because that's in one of my totes that I'm working on. So dig that out and research it. I know the spoon itself goes for like $9. So what is that? Watches? Yeah, I
So
got a bag.
I put batteries in all these yesterday, so
Oh,
I-
good.
I got to do.
time
I got a
time
bag
to
to do that
list.
with.
Awesome. You got lots of stuff to get listed. That's
Yep.
great.
Here's Minnie.
Minnie Mouse.
I just sold one Mickey Mouse the other. I had just listed it, and about an hour later, so I think they called it the skeleton gear because you could see all the gears.
Uh-huh.
So I sold it for like $20,
Cool.
and I was just throwing that number out there because it was in such good condition.
Yeah.
Most of them were going for $9.99 to $15.99. I was like, why don't I put mine on for $20 or $19.99 just to see? And it sold. Like, cool.
Nice. Very good. Yeah, I'm gonna work on some more jewelry. It's pretty I got a lot of it. I got a lot of good stuff and a lot of it, and so now's the time to do it. I figure,
Mhm.
you know, I'm just gonna dive into that and get it listed and get some other stuff listed. Sally, I'm still working on your box. Still got that little project going, so it's coming along pretty good. Got some stuff for you.
Hey, the back Dee said she'd been ending and sell similar, and the count is going to the not my usual store number. Yeah, I told the girls, these guys the other day, I said I would take all your listings and end them and sell similar while you got these free listings, just to give everything a fresh start.
Mhm.
But if you do that, make sure you watch your quantities, because your quantities will go back to the original listing.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not doing that.
Fine.
I screwed up my store the other day by doing that.
How?
It took me a whole day to fix it.
You got to be real careful on
How
that.
did you screw up your
because
store?
You can lose listings doing that. So be very careful when you're
Well,
ending and you're relisting or you're same sell similar.
Well, don't do them all at one time. Do a little bit at a time, you know,
I
like at a
didn't.
time or whatever, so you can keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
I did. I think it was 100.
Mhm.
That might have been too much for you.
Probably it was.
Yeah. I don't do that no more because that's
It's
that's
the double.
just bad.
Well, really
No.
and truly, I mean,
I
honestly,
say, you know what? Screw it. It's on there, and you know it'll sell when it sells.
you know,
And I'm
honestly,
not
years
gonna do
ago, I've always done a list it and forget it kind of deal. Okay, I've always been that way. A few
You always
years
promoted
ago,
it that way.
huh?
You always promoted it that way.
Yeah, and I always, yeah, I'm pretty much list it and forget it. But every once in a while, I like to refresh my listings like that, sell them, hit them, and sell similar. And you know, a few years ago, I used to do list it and forget it completely, and not do sell similar. And I would just have them so they would just completely keep listing good till canceled. And when you had the option, and you know, I would notice that only the things that I was listing were selling really good, you know, and I was getting a lot of old inventory. So I went through and I, little at a time, would end some listings and then start them and then do sell similar. And I started seeing some of that older stuff selling. So, yeah, I'm a firm believer in ending and sell similar. And now I try to do it, you know, regularly.
Just be careful if you're doing that because
Yeah, be careful when you're doing it. You have to keep an eye on your quantities and make sure that everything's getting listed. And yeah, don't do 100 at a time, you know, do 10 or 20 at a time. See, like me, I know what's ending on you know, when you're listing every day, things are ending every day. So you know what's ending every day. And I usually go in and do it with things that are ending, you know, and I'll end them that day, and then I'll sell similar and list them again. And then the next day I'll do the same thing. Then you're keeping an eye on it. You're not getting overwhelmed.
Yeah, just be careful when you're doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, you
All
got
right.
to pay attention to what you're doing.
That's about all I could say about that.
Don't be a Sally. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, Nikki, you're just digging yourself a hole there.
I had about 75 that was double listed.
I don't know why you have such a problem with that, Sally. I don't understand.
It's not just
It's
Sally, it's me
it-
too. So it must
it
have been
wasn't me. It wasn't like
Runs in the family.
I guess.
Ah,
I don't know, but it was fine. And then whenever like I took them off and then went to go put them back on, and for some reason it put them on twice. It's like it wasn't me that did that. I didn't put them on twice. You know what I mean?
yep.
It had to be you.
No, it didn't. This is what eBay does to me this is how eBay fucks with me. I'm not kidding you. They do it to me because I was being careful. Yes, I know that it's usually something that happens to me, so I was being very careful.
Right.
But when I did it, I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
Then you're like, I'm never doing this again.
That's right.
Again.
Again.
Once again. Oh my gosh. Well, it's 10 o'clock. You know what time it is. You know
Mike
where
says,
you're...
"Hello, Nikki. Don't sell you that item." Yeah. Don't sell your eBay.
It's 11 o'clock. You're late.
It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are?
It's 11. Do you know where your children are at?
Yep.
Yeah, they're outside playing with other kids, spreading the disease. I don't have any kids.
All right.
I mean,
Everybody
kids.
get some listing done. What do you think? You think we should do some juju?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah? You think we need some?
Mhm.
All right. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. Let's go. Woo! Oh, man. I can feel it burning in my hands. Ow!
I want it all over me. I want it.
There we go.
I want all of it. Give it to my baby.
Hungry hippo here.
Well, I hope everybody has good sales, great sales, amazing sales. Some really good sales, and we'll see you tomorrow. Love you guys.
Love you too.
Bye.
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 Bye, everybody.
Bye.